essence, sweet children, the Father has come to extinguish the fire of vice that is burning the whole world and to make everyone cool again. Lust and desire is setting this fire on this world on fire. The rain of this knowledge makes you cool. Question: which fire is burning the whole world? The fire of the vice of lust is burning the whole world. Everyone has become ugly by burning in the fire of lust. Yeah. How many from the course classes could hear that without feeling uncomfortable? Because they all indulge in it. The Father is making them cool with the rain of this knowledge. Just as the earth becomes cool with rain, similarly, with the rain of this knowledge, you become cool for 21 births. And no type of fire then remains. Fire does not go out of balance, so you'll never see any kind of fire in Golden Age. Even the elements become Sattva Pradhan and no heat is experienced. Everyone is cool there. It's like spring. You feel like it's spring, right? No heat waves, right? No sunburns, right? Nobody even cooks their food with fire. Om Shanti. In remembrance of whom are you spiritual children sitting? You are definitely sitting in remembrance of your spiritual father. We spirits are sitting in remembrance of our Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, so that our spiritual father can come and refresh us and make us cool, because Bharat has been burnt and almost destroyed by our sitting on the fire of lust. So what are you supposed to be doing in Amrit? You're supposed to be lost in the interest of wanting to know Baba. So you remember him, and then you discover things, and you think about things. People saying, come and extinguish the fire. What is it the fire of? The fire of lust. When a fire is very fierce, people die in it. Bharat has been completely burnt away by this fire of lust. This is why they remember the Father and call out to him to come and cool them down. There is coolness when there is rain. The earth becomes cool. So that is Shitla Devi. This rain is of this knowledge. Only once does he come and make you so cool. Yeah, the Ganges River, source of knowledge. It's not fire, it's water. He gives you so much that there's no eagerness for anything in the Golden Age. You have had this eagerness for half the cycle. Baba, come and cool us down. We're too hot, burning too hot. Purifier Father, come and make us cool. Yeah. That's why it's so intrinsic in our language. We even say, yeah, cool, man, that's cool. Cool is how it's supposed to be, not hot and fiery. Bharat, that is, the whole world becomes cool with the rain of this knowledge. You become the masters of heaven. When a person dies, they say that he has gone to heaven. They simply sweeten their mouths by saying that. You know that heaven is now being established. Baba has now come. He is raining the rain of this knowledge on you. The effect of this coolness lasts for 21 births. There's no desire for rain or for anything else. No yajnas. It's constantly spring there. There is no type of sorrow there. Even the sun becomes Sattva-pradhana. It never becomes too hot. Oh, imagine that. Spring weather, wherever we go. No sunburns, no heat, no sweating. You become the masters of the whole world. You are now slaves. People saying, I am your slave, I am your slave. They say that to God. They remember the Father. The Father says, I have now become your servant to serve you. So Baba's your slave. You're not Baba's slave. If the world became Baba's slaves, he would fix everything. I serve you, children. I come into this foreign, impure world in an impure body. There cannot be a single pure one in this impure world. The Golden Age is called pure. The Iron Age is called impure because all are vicious. Okay, so that's truth from God. I tell you, I only go from the Murli. It doesn't matter how much somebody has made effort to become pure. They might be like the day before Brahma Baba becomes Avyat. They're still impure because they live in an impure body and still under the effect of matter. And if that's the case, you can't say anyone is pure. Well, if that's the case, why is everybody impressed by anybody's minimal improvement on their purity? Until they're karmati, until further notice, everyone's being impressed by anyone who's slightly more pure or not fully pure. Complete waste of time. Oh, we're stuck in opinion again. I like this one because they're less impure than this one. Or I like this one because they're more pure than this one. Meaningless. That you're even noticing that is fundamentally wrong for effort making. That's bhakti, being impressed by difference. The golden age is called pure and the iron age is called impure because all are vicious. Only the people of Bharat will understand this knowledge. Only those who have taken 84 births will listen to this knowledge. Only those who are to go to the golden and silver ages will come and become Brahmins, number-wise according to the effort they make. The fathers explain that you are now in the Brahmin clan and you will then go into the deity clan. The father comes to establish the Brahmin clan, that is the Brahmin Dharma. Brahma establishes the Brahmin Dharma. You wouldn't say that the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, comes and converts Shudras into Brahmins. Without Brahma, you couldn't say that Supreme Soul did that. No, Brahma has to do that physical work. In remembrance of Shiv Baba, in the company of Shiv Baba. This is your somersault. This is very easy. You know how this world cycle turns. They have removed the top knot of the Brahmins, as well as the image of Shiv Baba, from the variety form image. They speak of deities, warriors, merchants, and Shudras, and then Shudras to deities. So where did the Brahmins go? Brahmins sing salutations to the Brahmins, who are to become deities. So where did the creation of Prajapita Brahma go at that time? The name of Prajapita Brahma is very well known. They have made so many mistakes in the images. I'm guessing when they say Brahman Singh, they mean Lokik Brahmins. There is no name or mention of the children of Prajapita Brahma. A teacher teaches in a school. That is still a source of income. An aim and objective is definitely needed. You children understand it is only by studying that you receive the status. God enters this impure world and teaches impure ones, and the result of that is they get a higher status. The Father says, I teach you children, I purify you. Look how great the income is through the study. Look how great the status he's giving you through the study, through this remembrance, through this effort. You create your fortune for half the cycle. 21 generations have been remembered in Bharat. You are now receiving your unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father for 21 births. The physical Father only gives you an inheritance of temporary happiness. You receive such inheritance from this Father, and you won't experience any sorrow for generation after generation. There was unlimited happiness in Bharat. No one else has this knowledge in his or her intellect. A father who gives this knowledge knows it, and those to whom he gives the knowledge to also know it. No one else knows it. It's like a very fortunate club to be a member of. His praise is also sung in the Granth, the Sikh scripture. The one incorporeal one, it said. He is incorporeal as well as egoless. It is at this time that you understand the meaning of this, what it means to be incorporeal and egoless. You get to see Bhakta being incorporeal and egoless and viceless. They simply sing that he is egoless. Whilst being such a great authority, he doesn't have any ego. Imagine you met a person who had no ego. Yeah. Even if you're watching an egoless person on the videotapes, the old Murli videos, you're actually watching, observing experience of someone who is egoless. So imagine if you were to be in remembrance in the experience of being in the company in the subtle region with such a being. How great an experience would that be? That's what you have to use to motivate yourself to go and create the experience. Here, even when people have a minor position, they are so intoxicated with that. Chump change. That is the intoxication of temporary status, that I am so and so. You are now intoxicated with this spiritual study. I am so and so. You must respect me because I am so and so. Right? Where you're automatically stuck in that gross consciousness of comparing, right? Liking and disliking. You are now intoxicated with this spiritual study. You souls now understand that you have to become soul conscious. Only then will you be able to remember the Father. When your yoga with the Father breaks, you are shot by Maya and you wilt. If you continue to stay in remembrance, your mercury of happiness would continue to rise. When someone passes an important exam, he has great happiness. He feels that there's no higher study than that. Yeah, and practically, really? You could find a higher study than Raja Yoga? Where? Show me. I'd go. You too know that there is no higher study than this. Lakshmi Narayan must definitely have studied such a study in the past. They were the highest. They must have studied something that was the highest. Raj Yoga is very well known, both mature. The Supreme Father, Supreme Soul comes and teaches you Raj Yoga for heaven. People say they, Lakshmi Narayan, must have performed such actions in their past. For that was how they became that. You know that you are studying to perform such actions in this birth that you will rule for your future 21 births. And you will then be present in heaven, as are the king and queen, so are the subjects. It is a kingdom. Right? So there must be so much doubt in you that prevents you from having the intoxication that you're going to heaven. Right? Any time of your day, you could say that, and that would be truth. Which part of heaven you don't know, but you should be ecstatic that you're going to heaven. Why would you prefer to think about Maya and waste instead of creating the thought and experience of I'm going to heaven? Or I'm in the company of the one who's taking me to heaven. There's so many thoughts you could be having. As are the king and queen, so are the subjects. It is a kingdom. The Father has come to establish a kingdom. You will then go and sustain that kingdom for 21 births. You've been experiencing sorrow for 63 births. All of that will now finish. Bard is called heaven. It is now hell. This world has changed so much. Where was that kingdom gone? Where has that kingdom gone? You become impure when the kingdom of Ravan began. The Father says, you do not know your own cycle of 84 births. This is now being explained to you, children, over and over again. Why does he have to do it over and over again? Because you keep forgetting over and over again. Otherwise, you'd stay happy and intoxicated. You've been around the cycle of 84 births. This is now your final birth. So, what could be a more important birth, even though it's your most impure body, than the birth in which you finally get the truth? To end all the lies, falsehood, wrong mistakes, dishonesty, untruth connected to you. You now have to claim your inheritance once again. You must go and sit in the land of liberation. You have all round parts. There are many who stay in the land of liberation from the golden age until the copper age. They would say that the land of liberation is better than coming here. That is like a swarm of mosquitoes. They come and they go. There is praise of human beings. To whom are those temples built? Memorials have been created to those who continue to play their parts from the very beginning. The first deities are remembered in the Path of Bhakti. Their memorials are because they played their parts from the very beginning. Are there any memorials to those who came at the very end? I don't know. So they're getting their fruit now. They're getting all their bhakti and everything done in one birth now. This birth, all these famous stars and wealthy people and influencers. That's the new status, right? Being an influencer. Forget being wealthy and important. Okay, that goes along with it. You're getting status of being able to influence someone. Well, what are you influencing them with? Purity? Nope. So you get status in this world now by influencing people with your impurity. How outrageously you're willing to go to extreme impurity, you then become an influencer in this world. You get status. You're followed. There is praise of human beings. To whom were those temples built? Memorials have been created to those who can. He said that. Are there any memorials of those who come at the very end? None at all. That's it. None at all. Okay. Your memorial is so great. You play the maximum parts. It's when you finish your time of the reward that you go onto the path of devotion, and they then start to build temples in memory of you and Shiv Baba. Both temples to Shiva and us are built. And the ironic thing is they're built by us. Then the other religions come into existence. Now, if you did unadulterated Shiva, just yoga with Baba, clear that there is no one but purifier, most elevated than Shiva Baba, then you will only do Shiva devotion. Then the other religions come into existence. Their religions are then established. That's why I know I've taken some births in Sikhism. Because as soon as this omnipresent God is in all these deities got out of hand, I was looking for a religion that told me God was one. And obviously I must have gone into Christianity probably, well, maybe probably after Sikhism. Yeah, because maybe the war, the partition, maybe it was so extreme, the pain of that, right? So Christianity, then you could have the theory that everybody is loved by God and there's only one God, but you wouldn't have to actually practice it. Path of least resistance, Christianity. You know that your own history and geography and also those of all the other religions, you know all that history and geography of all the other religions. This is your ladder of 84 births. Oh, then the other religions come into existence. Their religions are then established. You found friends and relatives with different names and forms in every birth. So no big deal. You've had mothers before, you've had cousins before, you've had sisters, neighbors, friends, chachas, mamas, you've had them all before. In the last birth, are these ones going to be better than any of the other ones? So then let go. Stop thinking about them. All of these parts are fixed in the drama beforehand. This is an unlimited drama that repeats identically. You know that you are deities who took 84 births and became Shudras. We are now once again becoming deities. People say that each soul is the supreme soul. In fact, this is what Hamso means. Right? The deities are going through the cycle. They then say that each soul is the supreme soul, and the supreme soul is in each soul. There is a difference of night and day saying that versus Hamso Soham, that deities go and become Shudras and then become deities again. You now understand all these things. You have now become Pandavas. The Kauravas and Pandavas were brothers. You have now found the Father. Therefore, you have become Pandavas from Kauravas. Pandavas and Kauravas are brothers. But the Pandavas were actually the Kauravas, and the Kauravas actually became the Pandavas. So hum. The Father liberates you from sorrow, right? Who became divorced from God? Yes. Who created all the war and vices on the planet? Who gambled and lost everything that was important to them? Pandavas. Kauravas. They did both. We played both those parts. The Father liberates you from sorrow. Oh, here, he has the line right there. You have now found the Father. Therefore, you have become Pandavas from the Kauravas. So if you became Pandavas from Kauravas, you had to have been the Kauravas before you became the Pandavas. The Father liberates you from sorrow, become your guide and takes you back home. Becomes your guide, takes you back home. No one knows the home. They say that the souls merge into the Brahm element. In that case, they could not be a home. That could not be a home. They merge and there's nothing left. How can you call that a home? A home has to have actually residence in it. One lives in a home. That is called the incorporeal world. You children now know how we incorporeal souls live in the incorporeal world like points. There's also the incorporeal tree there. The drama is predestined. The seed and the tree have to be known. It is called the tree of the variety of, and they put the Hindi word here, dharmas, tree of the variety of religions. This is the human world. This is a seed of the human world tree is the Father. There are so many varieties. The features of those of each dharma, religion, are different. Here too, no two faces are the same. There's no two people did bhakti identically. This too is predestined in the drama. The duration of the tree of life is 5,000 years. Only the Father explains this. Human beings are actors who come here in order to play their parts. This is the stage. There are the sun, the moon, and the stars, etc., for light. This is very interesting. Eh? The sun, moon, and stars just are there to give us light. Right? So light, the experience of light is the experience. You can only experience when there's light. Even darkness is relatively absence of light. There is no experience of darkness. Right? So do you call darkness is when there's no light? Or is darkness the result of the sun moving further away as the earth rotates? So even darkness is created as a result of light. So darkness comes from the experience of light. That's reality. That's truth. So in the cycle, they say, oh, why do we have to go through the sad part? Because you have to experience what happens when the light goes away. The question is, do you realize the time? Now it's the confluence age. Is this the time to experience darkness or light? So then why are you wasting your time with darkness? They are not deities. They're just lights. But they call them, sun, moon are worshipped like deities. They worship them as deities. He says they are not deities. They're just lights. If everybody suddenly in a theater decided to do puja of the lighting in the room, you would find that funny. However, those lights serve you, and this is why they're called deities, because they serve, they give light. Right? Your virtues serve, they give light. Knowledge serves and gives light. In fact, deities don't do any service. Only Brahmins do service. Only you children do service. The Father is the obedient servant. When children experience sorrow, the Father feels mercy. The Father has come to explain to you. I come to enable you children to claim your deity status once again. There are the stages of ascending and descending for don't overcomplicate this answer. There are the stages of ascending and descending for
5,000 years. 5,000 years.
84 births.
Well, if there is the stage of ascending and descending for 84 births, and there's the descending and ascending for
For Brahmins.
just Brahmins.
It's a Brahmin soul that experiences that. It's a Brahmin soul that experiences that. The deity, I guess, has to fall involved.
That's the only ones that ascend and descend.
I think everybody does, because even law kicks will ascend, because Baba says because of our stage, everybody else will ascend.
Very good. And therefore, if all souls are descending and ascending, and that also implies
Everything is?
there is the stage of ascending and descending for everything. This old world is called Tamo Pradhan, and that new world is called Sato Pradhan. Everything becomes old from new. The soul says this body too is impure and Tamo Pradhan. In the Golden Age, both the souls and their bodies were Sato Pradhan. They didn't eat your head. Means they didn't eat your head. Circumstances didn't eat your head, or people didn't, or deities didn't eat their own heads, i.e., give you a headache. The soul has now received this knowledge. Kind of a gross description for headache. The soul has remembered that he takes 84 births.
Is that actually the expression in India?
Must be.
To eat them or consume the mind.
Yeah. We would say, oh, I'm feeling like there's a nail being driven into my brain. They have the feeling that something's eating their brain. Like a virus is eating their brain. Spongiform virus. Yeah, mad cow disease. The unlimited Father explains this secret. Only when they are in sorrow do they call out to the Father. O remover of sorrow, bestower of happiness, have mercy. Bharat was the happiest of all. There could be no land as pure as Bharat was. The Father is now filling the aprons of you children with the imperishable jewels of knowledge. Have you ever seen such a Father who did this for you? He says, children, I have brought paradise as a gift for you children. You should be so enthusiastic if you remember these points. You would never fall asleep and I'm going to be so on fire. So Father's filling my apron of my intellect with jewels of knowledge. You were residents of heaven and have now become impure residents of hell. Those who don't indulge in vice are called pure. In the golden age, they are completely viceless. At this time, they are completely vicious. The Father says, you too are completely viceless. You have now become completely vicious. You have to claim your completely viceless deity status by remembering the Father. So you've got to remember, actively engage in remembering the Father at Amrit Vela. Look how good this term is. Man Manabhav. Remember me, your Father, and you will become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. I am the Almighty Authority. Remember me. Remember, it's called the fire of yoga. It means you have such fire, you incinerate all sin. There will never be fire for half the cycle. There'll be the element of fire, but no flame will ever burst out for half the cycle. Remembrance is called fire of yoga, and it is in this that your sins are burnt away. You will then become pure. Acha. You sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love remembrance and good morning. From the mother, the father, Bhaktara, the spiritual father says namaste to you, spiritual children. And
Spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father.
namaste a million times for giving us such jewels. And if you let the jewels create your feelings, you're just flying hearing them early. That's why the truth is one thing, understanding it. That's what most people do with their intellect. But the feeling of truth, that's the intoxication and power that starts building in you, because that's the sign that the knowledge is going from the intellect into the heart, into the mind. Essence for Dharma, maintain the intoxication of this spiritual study. You have a gazillion reasons to be intoxicated. Become as egoless as the Father. Don't have any ego about. But he specifically said
The role we play?
that, yes. He didn't say it like that, but that's essentially it. About your position, etc. 2, fill your aprons with the jewels of this knowledge, become completely viceless, and attain the deity status. That's all you should be concerned about. May you keep yourself busy in both ways, physical and subtle, and become a victorious conqueror of Maya. Oh, there was one line I didn't say after that. Become completely viceless and attain the deity status. Oh, did I not finish the essence for Dharma? Don't have any ego of your position. Number 2, fill your aprons with the jewels of knowledge. He said that. Become completely viceless and attain the deity status. We said that. Oh, never wilt. I don't think we said never wilt. Blessed. May you keep yourself busy in both ways, physical and subtle, and become a victorious conqueror of Maya. Who are you? One of your titles? Conqueror of Maya. Maya does not come into my kingdom. You're not welcome, and not just I tell her she's not welcome, she doesn't have any authority to enter. You got radar detectors for Maya. She cannot enter at all, right? Consider yourself to be a server and keep yourself busy doing service with interest and enthusiasm, and Maya will not even take a chance to come. Do service with interest and enthusiasm, right? Stay busy. then Maya won't come. When you are free in your mind, in your intellect, and in your physical actions, Maya takes a chance. Don't let your mind get free. Because then naturally your old sanskars say, oh, there's room. However, keep yourself happily busy. Happily, operative word, happily busy. By doing service in both ways, both physical and subtle. You aren't doing the subtle, you're doing the physical. And because of your happiness, Maya will not have the courage to oppose you. Why are you supposed to do karma in yoga? Because the yoga replenishes the tiredness of the body. Maya will not have the courage to oppose you. So be your own teacher and create a daily program to keep your intellect busy, and you will then become a victorious conqueror of Maya. Say with faith and slogan. Say with faith and intoxication. Which words?
Wow.
These words are the basis of Wawa.
My Baba.
Baba is with me. Baba mere sat. Just say that all day long. Maya will not be able to come close to you. Say with faith and intoxication, Baba's with me, and Maya will not then be able to come close to you. Om Shanti. Avyat signal. Bapdada wants to see simplicity, easiness, and who would have thought the last one? But of course he wants the last one.
Sweetness.
Sweetness.
Sweetness. I said it the way I said it, you all knew.
Yeah.
Bapdada wants to see simplicity, easiness, and sweetness in your activity, faces, words, and actions of all his children. So if you have love for Baba, then you say, I'm on it. I'm going to become simple, easy, and sweet. So that's when finally I decided, that's it. I got to become sweeter. I got to become sweeter. If due to force or tiredness, your words are not even a little bit sweet, I know what that feels like. If your face isn't sweet, but serious, you would not be said to be full of all virtues. Having a sour puss face is not the sign of virtues. No matter what the circumstances are, whatever your virtues are, let them emerge. Let the virtues emerge. Just as Bapdada is, let the same virtues, tasks, words, and thoughts be experienced through you. Whoever Baba is, whatever his task is, that's my task. That's who I have to become, like my father. Let it emerge from everyone's lips that this one appears to be the same as Bapdada. So obviously you cannot be disgruntled, unhappy, depressed, fluctuating, unstable, picky, choosy, happy, sad, confused.
There's nothing left. What am I supposed to do?
Huh?
There's nothing left. What am I supposed to do?
Let me think. Raja Yoga. Okay.